Vijayadeva Swami spoke, Radha Madhavayo Jayanti. Radha Madhavayo Jayanti, Radharani joy. What happened? Sri Radhika is visionary. She is talking. She is full of us. Sri Krishna testing Radhika jealous. Radhika is how? In Vedanta Shastra, Sri Krishna is Rasa voice. He is full of us. He is full of happiness, full of pleasures. But he is testing Radhika's mood, Radhika's heart. So this Vrndavana, now we are speaking. So I request to Vaishnava. They can speak something very wonderful things. So Radhika's mood and Mahaprabhu. We don't want to see material things and ordinary things. So in this way, Vaishnava, they can explain these things. So I want now to say, Parama Pujyapad, Sripad Bhaktivedanta Suddhadvaiti Maharaja. He can speak.
Tamam Vande Shukrunatharilam Paramananda Madhavam Omakyan Timirandasya Garam Janashvakir Shakshundraminadasma Shri Gurave Namaha. First of all, I offer my respects to the Lotus feet of my spiritual master, Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Shri Gopinatha Goswami Maharaj, and all Shri Gurudev, Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj. And to all the sannyasis, led by Vrndavana. All the devotees, all the sisters, brothers, friends, and guests. We are doing Vrndavana Parikrama. This is not something which was invented by some previous acharya. Actually, Mahaprabhu himself, he did the first Vrndavana Parikrama. He came, and this is the subject that we have been speaking since yesterday evening. He came and he did Parikrama himself. Now we are both Vaishnavas. Means we are following in a mood of worship of Lord Gauranga. How is he doing? He is our Bhajan Siksha Guru. Shri writes in his Manasiksha Guru. We are worshipping Krishna. But how to worship Krishna in Kali Yuga? We know that when Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita and went back, folded his pastimes back to the spiritual world, he was wondering. In Kali Yuga, people are very lazy spiritually, very unfortunate, manda bhavya, always disturbed by something. I have told them to surrender. How they will surrender? Maybe I should go and show them how to do it. So in the words of Sripad Maharaj, Sri Krishna, Jagat Guru, he is a theoretical teacher. And when he comes as Mahaprabhu, he is a practical teacher. Now we have all heard from the lotus mouths of the various holy speakers that Mahaprabhu is no different from Krishna. Mahaprabhu is not a different entity, another person. He is Krishna himself, but he has some very special desire to understand what is the glory of his most beloved, Srimati Radhika. What is the glory of her love? That is his first thing. She has, her love is unfathomable. But still he wants to try. Now how can a man understand the love of a woman? It is not possible. Different body, different psychological makeup. But is there any desire that God cannot fulfill? Of course he can do anything. So he was thinking, I have to get that experience. And for this, he wanted to get the mood and feelings of Srimati Radhika. Now he knew there's three ways. beg, steal, or borrow, right? He knew if I beg or borrow, she will not give. Only one solution is left, to steal. And Krishna is the expert thief from birth, stealing Gopi's love, stealing butter, stealing the clothes, stealing everything, the heart. His very name, Hari, means I am stealing. So for him, no difficulty. How did he steal the mood of Srimati Radhika? He put her in fire of separation. And her heart melted, and he entered her heart, he planted her heart, took her mood, and went away. And this way now he got the mood, now he could try to do. But one time, Gopis told Sri Krishna, oh, thanks God you're not a girl. Because if she had been a girl, all the kings of the world, they would have fought for your hand, and the whole world would be on fire and blood. Thanks God you're not a girl. But he wanted to understand the feelings of that particular girl, Radhika. So he did not become a girl, but he took her mood and also her color. Radha Kanta Jyoti Suvalitam, Novi Krishna Salitam. Her bhav and also color. Because in the spiritual world, everything is very personal. Every color and moods are associated. Like it is said, Lord Balaram, he is camphor-like, moon-like, the color of mercy, white, that kind of whitish camphor color. That is the color of mercy. So Balaram, who is Akanda Guru Tattva, mercy personified, the original teacher, his color is white. And the color that the renounced color is wearing, this is Anurag. Oh, when the desire for Krishna becomes very, very strong, then it takes that color. Rising sun, Aruna, Anurag color. So first it is said you should dye your heart that color, then you should wear the color. Suddhadvaiti said, dye to live, D-I-E. But we should say, dye to live, D-Y-E. Dye your heart to live in that transcendental world. First, dye your heart that color, then you can dye to the world externally. But first, it should be dyed saffron inside. So, Srimati Radhika, she gave her mood and color to Krishna. But still, you know that in her dictionary there's only one word. How to please him. She is Ladini Shakti. Lad means to give pleasure. She has only one desire, one function, one mood. How to give him satisfaction in all ways. Just like we heard from the notes of Tirtha Maharaj. She only wants to please him. So when she is in Vrndavana, she's always manifesting opposition mood, Vamya. We have heard also from other small of the speakers that Lalita Devi is always instructing her, oh, don't be submissive. Oh, Kalankini, Radhe, unchaste girl, why you showing giving so easily? Always play hard to get. Every girl knows this in this world. It's a rare reflection of the original mood of Srimati Radhika. Every girl knows if the boy is coming and showing some interest and very easily she gives in, then the boy will take advantage but not give appreciation. So every young thing knows if she just looks away neglectfully, then his interest is aroused even more. So this is coming from Krishna. Srimati Radhika, she's Kamakeli Govila. She's expert in this Kamakeli, these loving affairs, and therefore she manifests this mood. Always, when Krishna is coming, oh, don't touch me, go away. Srila Gurudeva was revealed his heart in this sublime painting of our god sister Shamali Didi. Krishna is there begging Radhika, I'm not interested. Go away. And Krishna is even more eager. He surrenders everything, he speaks of his flute, everything. What else do you want? I have my flute to do. What else, please? But she's pretending no interest. But when Gauranga Maharaj manifest, Krishna manifests with the mood of Radhika. Now, she also wants to assist him, but not in the same mood, not opposed, not she will become submissive. Because whereas Gopis told Krishna, thanks, you're not the girl. Srimati Radhika, she was thinking, if only I could be a boy. So she cannot freely associate with Krishna. There's always some superior, some Gurujan. Even if she's looking from far, somebody will say, hey, don't look like that. You're a chaste woman, protect the pride of your dynasty, don't you know where you're coming from? Even in the morning, when the parents want to wake up in Nishantalila, the first thing they tell her is, that day, it's already so late. What if any Gurujan will find you here? What a shame for your family. Get up, get up, get up. So she has always this apprehension. I cannot fully associate with my Shyam. If only I could be a boy, and the whole day I could be wandering in the pasturing grounds, and instead of that, he leaves in the morning, I'm locked up, half of the day in Java, desperately looking for some excuse to get out. Finally, she manages to meet him a couple hours in the afternoon, then again comes back to the village, and again separation until late in the evening. So she's dreaming, oh, if only I could be a boy. Is there any desire of hers which cannot be satisfied? Not possible. Therefore she comes at Gadada Pandit. Now she's in male body, and her Shyam is in male body also, as Govasunda. And now they can freely associate. So from very birth, from very small, Gadada Pandit, he associates with Gauranga as school friends, growing together. Then when he heard that Mahaprabhu had taken sannyas, oh, now what to do? I have to go also and take sannyas and be with him. So he also took sannyas and went to Puri and associated with Mahaprabhu. And he was coming now in a very submissive mood. Shashida Maharaj like Rukmini, in that kind of mood, not opposed, very submissive, trying to help him fulfill his desire. Now his desire is to understand Srimati Radhika's position. He is the Vishaya of love, the object of love. Now he wants to experience what is the position of the Ashraya of love, the beloved. And therefore he has to take her position. But he doesn't really know how to do it. So she's coming from Gadada Pandit and she's teaching him. But you know, the movements of love, they're very crooked, like the movement of a snake. They're not very zigzag way. So he's not telling him, oh, I am Radhika, you are Krishna Chandra, and then you want to understand my mood, therefore I will tell you. No. You will say, oh, what about a Bhagavatam class? And under the pretext of the class, then during the class you will speak on Leela from the point of view of Radhika. When we hear Bhagavatam, we read Bhagavatam, it's always from the point of view of Krishna himself. But now, Radhika in the form of Gadada Pandit said, insist that this is what I was feeling, this is what I was experiencing, because this is exactly what he wants to know. Then he wants to go to Vrndavana. Why go to Vrndavana? Because now he has come in this world like in a laboratory, science laboratory, to experience the science of Premaras. This is the subject now he's studying, Premaras. He wants to get his degree. No, he wants to get his PhD in Premaras science. Which better laboratory than Vrndavana? Therefore he wants to come to Vrndavana because this is the place where Radha and Krishna are their leaders. In Puri, he's only hearing about it, but that desire is in him. Okay, I want to go in a laboratory and practice there. He has gone to South India after taking Diksha. Diksha is not sufficient. Also, Siksha is needed. He's going down to South India and hearing Siksha from Ramananda. Then coming back to Puri and practicing in Gambhira. Not enough. I I have to go to the special room in laboratory, special experience room. And he's coming to Vrndavana to try to experience this here in this very place. And here everything is reminding him of the moods of Krishna and Radhika. Every tree, every creeper, everything is saturated with those moods. Srila Gurudev would say sometimes, when we speak of the six Goswami, we said that they were very renounced and sitting or sleeping every evening under a different tree. Some people say, oh, because they were so renounced, not to get attached. Gurudev says this is very external reason. No. It was not for that reason. They knew every one of those trees has been witnessing so many amazing pastimes. And if I sleep under this tree, now I'm praying to that tree, maybe by His mercy, some of this lila will come in my heart. Just like here, during this parikrama. This is what we're supposed to do. Every lila study, every place we're going, every holy kund, every holy tree, temple deity, we bow down our head with a tilak mark, now which is expressing our aspiration. I want to serve Radha and Krishna in Vrndavana. And Anya Vidashita Shunyam without any other desire. We do this every morning when we do our tilak. Radha Krishna in Vrndavana. This is my aspiration. Like when you buy something in the shop, there is this code behind, bar. And then they go in front of the machine and record the price. So this is transcendental code bar on our forehead. When we go in front of the deity, the kund, the holy tree, the lila study, we say, please record my aspirations. Like that. This is stamped. We are stamped, yes. We are aspiring to be das, das and das. We are slaves. We are offering our heads as slaves. Srila Maharaj says, das means slave. You cannot undo that word unless you become the slave of the slave. So our mind may say, slave, I'm not a slave. Don't you know who I am? I am such an important person. Bow down, bow down. But he says, to be the slave of such a person. Which person? That Param Brahman Krishna, at which speak all the gods are bowing down. Brahma, coming from Brahma, Shiva, everyone. They're bowing down to him. So to become the slave of such a person, such a high position it is. Don't think it is insignificant. I'm just a servant. This just is too much. Just a servant of that Supreme Lord, the slave of that Supreme Lord, such a high position. Such a high position. Don't think it is a little thing. So we get that stamp. And we aspire to that when we go in parikrama. Please let those moods come in my heart. That was why we were doing this. So Mahaprabhu, when he came here, from every tree, every kund, he was getting this inspiration, those moods. Now, if you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is not described exactly which mood were there. Now, we just heard from the Lotus Notes of Tirtha Maharaj. Oh, so many kind of layikas. 15 kinds multiplied like 361. But 8 main ones. Now, which mood Mahaprabhu experienced here? Chaitanya Charitamrita doesn't say. Was he in the mood of Suddhadvaiti? It is doubtful, because that means when Radhika is meeting with Krishna. No, she's telling him, oh, no, you worship the deity of Prem. No, you should rearrange. Oh, you messed up my hair, please do my hair again. Oh, look, all my decoration are gone, you do again. Oh, you broke this necklace, do again. And very happily he's doing. What's Mahaprabhu testing that mood? It is quite doubtful. Because his whole bhajan is the problem of heart. It's the mood of separation. In the word of Srila Gopinatha Maharaj, and below Sripad, Krishna Lila is a big river, very strong dhara, current. And river has two banks. Vrndavana or Krishna Lila is a bank of union. Although the main mood of gopis and Radhika is separation, still union is predominating. But Gaura Lila, the other band, it is called the embankment of separation. Separation mood is predominating. And this is the bhajan that we are supposed to do. Worshipping with a mood of separation from Krishna. This is what Mahaprabhu was doing. He was not in the mood of meeting, he was aspiring to meet, but deeply, bitterly lamenting. And when he was in Vrndavana, everything was reminding him so much of Krishna. Everything. Sing the Jamuna, all his pastimes were coming in his mind. Everything. So much so that after sometimes he was thinking, oh, if I remain here, my mood as Krishna will come out. I should go. And externally he inspired his assistant, to take him away. Because when he came once to Harikatha, and he saw the Jamuna, some mood came in his heart. Oh, this is the place where Akura saw Vaikuntha, but the Gopas, they saw Goloka. So he jumped in Jamuna and stayed under for a long time. And Bhagavata was saying, oh my God. So he pulled him out and he was thinking, what if he does this in Vrndavana when I'm not with him? No, if he goes in Jamuna and drowns, we should take him away. Although when Mahaprabhu came, not only had the mood but also the color of Radhika. Why also the color? Because if he's crying for Krishna, but suddenly he looks at his hand and he's black like Krishna, oh, he can be crying for Krishna. Oh, I am Krishna, what I am crying for. So he has to also not only the mood but the color of Radhika. Another reason that one time she expressed a desire, she wanted to embrace him from top to bottom, every part of his body. Because she's saying every atom of my body is aching to be united with every atom of his body. That is not possible even in a tight embrace. Therefore, when he took her color, then she could cover him and embrace him from top to bottom. Another reason. So Mahaprabhu came here in Vrndavana and he showed us how we should do Vrndavana Parikrama. Going to every place and absorb ourselves in remembrance of the leaders. Because we cannot remember what we are not seeing. Srila Gopinatha used to say, to hear is to see. He used to speak of Shuddha Ikshita Pantha, the path of seeing with the ears. How does it work? Oh, Gurudev is speaking some Harikatha, and the heart of the disciple has become very clean after so many years, maybe lifetimes, I don't know, of practice. And whatever Guru is speaking, that Lila is impressed in the heart. When the disciple is taking his mouth and chanting, that Lila manifests in his heart. That is called Smaran, Lila Smaran. But Srila Bhavan used to say, what can you remember you have not seen? Have you seen? No, then you have not heard. Hearing is to see. If you have not seen, it means you have not really heard. Your heart is still full of so many anarthas, therefore you cannot hear it. It is not entering into your heart. So, what to do? There is this plan A, there is always plan B. Intelligent person should have a plan B alternative, right? So the alternative is we're hearing those leela from the lotus mouths of the Vaishnavas. They have been trading these pathways of Vrndavana for so many years with Gurudev. And they have heard from the lotus mouths of Gurudev and Vaishnavas all the leelas, not pertaining to each place. So whenever we go in Parikrama, we stop and we hear Maharaja or the Vaishnavas. What they have heard, they are speaking. Therefore, we go in the Lila study and we follow the footsteps of Mahaprabhu, hearing in every place the glories of that place. Then we are begging the dust or the going of the holy trees. Please let some of that Lila come in my heart. And if some of that can come in our heart, then our Harikatha is successful. That is why we have come to Vrndavana. That is why Gurudev was saying, I know that in the West, you are living in Swarga. So I'm taking you, telling you, my dear demigod, you give up in Swarga Lord for some time, you come to India with me, at least once a year, do some tapasya, away from your beautiful wives and beautiful mansions and palaces and opulence. come and live a simple life with me in Vrndavana. And we go from place to place and then train that those lilas and moods coming over. That is Buddha's transcendental trick to bring us here and to give us a chance in association of Vaishnavas to go to every place where all the acharyas, beginning with the Supreme Acharya, Mahaprabhu himself, Krishna himself in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, all those places he has come. That's what he has done, we are following. This is why we are Gaudiya Vaishnavas.
Punya persidangan tentu, terus kamu tidak
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Shivasati Gaura Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama. First of all, I offer my most humble obeisances, Koti Koti, Sastan Dandavat Pranam to the lotus feet of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. The same heartfelt Pushpanjali pranams to Srila Gopinatha Maharaj, Harikatha Guru Varga, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here, attending Vraja-Mandala Parikrama, headed by Janani Sannyasin. Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, he is an authority on Vrndavana. If we want to know the glories of Vrndavana, we should read his book, Sri Vrndavana Mahimamrita. In those 17 chapters, about 100 shlokas, so 1800 beautiful shlokas describing the glories of Vrndavana, Radha and Krishna, and all aspects of this transcendental Dham, how to attain Vrndavana, how to live in Vrndavana, how to remain in Vrndavana, how to die in Vrndavana. and how to appreciate Sri Vraja-Mandala. So it's a very important book for pilgrims visiting Vrndavana, or anyone desiring to live in Vrndavana. So, there's a few shlokas. One shloka where he says, if one is able to live in Vrndavana, who is able to live in Vrndavana? If one has love for Sri Hari, if he sees all women, or women see men, the opposite sex, as tiger or tigresses, about ready to devour our life. Palatable food, very opulent, rich, tasty food, as poison. The association of non-devotees as destroying all the objects of life. And even a little engagement in sense gratification, like an inauspicious planet, and our own senses as enemies. So first, there must be some affection or love for Sri Hari, because this is the transcendental abode, Krishna's home. Radha and Krishna's own manifested heart is here. So unless one is favorable, unless one has some love and affection, there's no question of residing in Vrndavana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Raghunath Das Goswami only a few things directly, one of which is this, that one should not eat too much opulent food, dress very nicely, hear or speak mundane gossip, always offer respects to everyone, expecting no respect in return, and always chanting the holy name, remembering Radha and Krishna in Vrndavana. The same instructions there. We associate with too many persons who don't have devotional sentiments, non-devotees, and the object of our life, which is to attain Krishna prema, is destroyed. And our senses, if they're controlled, they're our friends. If they're not controlled, they're our worst enemies. Another shloka he asks, what is death? Death is the desire to enjoy the body of the opposite sex. That is death. And what is disease? Disease is envy and illusion that agitate internally and externally ourselves. That is disease. What is heaven? Heaven is to have the association of those devotees who have love for Maharaja Nanda's son. And what is the purport, the confidential purport of the Upanishads? That is Sri Vraja-Mandala and the beloved mind of Radha Krishna. He says that if a person doesn't want to work very hard to obtain his goal, he should come to Sri Vraja. There are so many difficult sadhanas and practices, austerities, renunciation. But this is not necessary in Vrndavana. The land of Vrndavana itself is emanating like the sun, the moon, and fire, extreme effulgence. What is that effulgence? That is love for Sri Radha and Krishna. So just being here, without doing anything, just eating and sleeping, existing here, one receives so much benefit because this land is emanating transcendental vibrations of love for Radha and Krishna. Every tree, every creeper, every animal, every living being has a function to support the divine Lila, especially the amorous pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Vrndavana is such a Madhurya-maya, very sweet pastime place. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here, as Sripad, Suddhadvaiti Maharaj said, he didn't stay. He stayed in Puri, he stayed in Navadvip, he only came a very short time to Vrndavana. Even though he is the combined form of Radha and Krishna, his mood was different. And if he stayed here in Vrndavana, he would be reminded, because everything is Pujipana. Even though Vrndavana was not manifest, like with all the temples and kirtan and everything like today, still, Mahaprabhu could see the pastime places, and he would remember that he's Krishna. He wanted to forget he's Krishna. He wanted to take the mood and the mentality and the devotional sentiment of Srimati Radha. So just like we don't put a peacock feather on the head of Gauranga, because that will disturb his mood. It will remind him that he's Krishna. He wants to think he is Radha, searching for Krishna. So this time of year, coming to Vrndavana, the Sard season, the fall, autumn season is very special. The hot summer season has evaporated all the water from the lakes and rivers, and the rainy season came pouring down the clouds and beautifying the land. The grass and the creepers, everything was growing and became lush. The rivers and lakes became full. Now, after so many months, everyone was staying inside. Krishna, Balaram, the gopis, everyone was confined to their houses. But when the autumn season came, in this month, then Krishna and Balaram took the cows out for grazing. And on that pretext, they could meet. Sri Krishna could meet Radharani at Radha Kanta and all their pastime places. So this fall, autumn season is very auspicious. There's so many different pastimes occur during this time. And also, so many of our great Gaudiya Acharyas have either appeared or disappeared during this time. Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, our Gurudev, by disappearing on Sard Purnima, he manifested that he was entering into Rasa. So many sweet pastimes are going on. Our Pujapad, Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj and Shri Maharaj also disappeared from the world during this time. So this month of the autumn month, Kartik Prat, or Prat, is a very special time. Rasa Leela is going on. The bank of the Jamuna, Bhakti Vinod Thakur has sung. Bharadavini me Jamuna Kude Manchamano Bala Shobide Kude Vanaspati Lata Krishna is called all the gopis. We went today to Sripad, and near there Vamshipad, where Krishna stood in his threefold bending form, played his flute, increasing the amorous desires of all the Vraja-Ramanis, the young gopis in Vrndavana, calling them to the back of the June to do Ras. And this Rasa Leela being the topmost Leela of all Krishna's Leelas. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains the beauty of this Leela. In Gopinatha, he describes, in Srimad Bhagavatam, describes how all the gopis are dancing in so many different novel ways. Sometimes together with Krishna, sometimes separate, sometimes Krishna's dancing. Sometimes they're singing together, sometimes singing separate. All the different beautiful ragas, playing musical instruments, percussion instruments, string instruments, and wind instruments. Very expertly playing different instruments, singing and dancing, and creating a festival of beautiful exchange of love between Radha Kanta and all her different expansions, including the Siddha Gopis, Southern Siddha Gopis. This happened here, right here in the back of the room. So, very fortunate to come to Vrndavana at this time to hear about these sweet pastimes and to go to the pastime places. Praying at the dust of Vrndavana that these moods and pastimes will manifest in our heart. Hearing from the Vaishnavas, doing our Suddhadvaiti, then our life will become so beneficial.
इसके बाद अपन बोला क्यों नहीं और कीर्तन वाले हैं